Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another anime reaction video. Today, we are getting into some more Gintama, the last two episodes before the 6-episode arc, which is going to be, from my memory, the longest stretch of continually connected Gintama episodes in the series so far, episodes 76 through 81. I'll have to think about putting them all in one video, but because I'm ahead of the recording right now. If you're watching this, I'm recording this on Friday the 2nd of July. So today was Haikyuu episodes 8 and 9. Then tomorrow will be Gintama 72 and 73, so the third will be 72 and 73. And then the fourth will be 8 and 9 of Eden Zero. And then the fifth will be this video. Then the 6th will be more Eden Zero, then the 7th will be more Haikyuu, and if I don't decide to do a new series, then the 8th or the 9th, I've already lost track, that'll be the next Gintama, which will either be 3 episodes, episodes 76 through 78, and then the next rotation will be 79 through 81, or it'll be all in one, but I'll have to figure that out later. I like having videos ready ahead of time, a few days ahead of time, so I can actually keep up this whole daily thing in case I miss a day of recording or something like that. But oh yeah, before we get into this episode, real quick, I gotta show something. So I mentioned in the hide that, I don't know if you saw that. You know what, I'll cut. I don't know if you saw it, but the May and June manga video, I mentioned that I had more Gintama things coming in the mail. Other than the manga and the figure that I had. And it's not more manga, it's not more figures, it's something else really cool. And it came in recently, so I'm gonna show it off. If you don't fucking press that like button on this video and subscribe with turn the notifications on, I'm sorry. Yeah, I went on eBay randomly and I was like, hey, I wonder if I can find a replica of Gintoki's wooden sword. It's this is like the side. I feel like it should be a bit more curved here and where the blade would be. And it's kind of like from the side bent this way, but other than that, for like 40 bucks, it's not bad. Real wood. Can you hear that? Real wood. Got the little engraving here. It's basically just gonna be decoration because I'm never gonna use this in my life. I don't think. That's something. I'm gonna put it up here. Probably can't see it very well because it's a low resolution camera. It's terrible quality, but it's right there on the shelf. That's probably where I'm gonna keep it. I think it looks nice. Came all the way from China. It took a month, but that's fine. Anyway, with that all being said, links down below in the description will take you to the full-length, uncut reaction. So you can go there, watch the reaction, come back to YouTube, watch the discussion. Without further ado, let's get into some more Gintama. Starting with episode 74. Yeah, 74. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so this was a fantastic episode. As you could tell, I was having fun this whole episode. It was so funny. It has joined the ranks as one of my favorite zombie things, which isn't very much because to be fair, I don't really check out very many zombie-related things. But this is up there now as one of my favorite zombie things. Although technically, Zombrows, not zombies. You know, I'll indulge in I will once again indulge in Katsura's delusions. You know, I really liked the story he wrote while he was taking his driver's test, and you know, I'm willing to call them Zombrows, even if it gets really like obnoxiously smug about it. I'll still call them Zombrows. So yeah, as I was saying, it's up there as one of my favorite zombie things now. Next to because I don't have them in any particular order, but the other zombie things that I really love are the Walking Dead, the Telltale Walking Dead game series. I only watched maybe like the first season of the TV show, and I didn't finish it or continue it. Is it done yet? I don't remember. But either way, that and no, I can't think of anything else. I can't think of any other like zombie media off the top of my head that I really loved. The only things I can think of now is this one episode of Gintama and the Walking Dead video game series by Telltale. Left 4 Dead 2 is pretty cool, but I didn't really play it because of the zombies. I played it just because the gameplay is fun and also the shit ton of mods. And I don't know if I would count... Yeah, no, I wouldn't count Fallout New Vegas as zombies because they're more ghouls, and also that's not the main focus. But anyway, fantastic episode, so funny. I don't think it would be funnier. I don't think it was funnier than episode 72. One, because it just had like a greater variety, it having 2 different stories, but it was so good. It was so good. It was so funny, and how well timed is that? I mean, it would have been a lot more well timed if this was like last year when things were a whole bunch more serious. But honestly, again, one of the funniest like zombie parodies probably, because this is definitely like a clear zombie parody, a parody of zombie things, and I love how I feel like if it wasn't Gintama and they just played it completely seriously, like if they took a zombie movie, a really serious zombie movie, like if they took World War Z, which is just like a mediocre zombie film, and they just replaced it with the Ryotsu virus, but they played it completely straight and they didn't acknowledge it at all, that would be the funniest shit I've ever seen. But because it's Gintama, it has that, and also it acknowledges it, and it's just it's so good. And I don't know. And I love how this whole episode was just an elaborate way to say congratulations Kochikame for running for 30 years, which if it started in 1997, then 30 years, that would be what, 2007, right? Because yeah, 2007. So that's really cool. That's really funny. I love that a lot. And I like the meta joke where they acknowledge that they're over a year behind, or at least they didn't adapt this chapter or chapters of the manga, I imagine just one chapter, for over a year. And I think that's mostly because not very many series does things where like it'll immediately be outdated. The most outdated I've seen an anime be is just in like the type of phones they use, where they'll still use flip phones. Like for example, right now I'm watching Haikyuu season 4. When did that season come out? Let me see. It started in 2020, last year, and they're still using flip phones. That's the most outdated it gets. It doesn't have like references to things that would have been happening in the same year as the manga chapter came out, because most of them don't do that. Mostly because, well, it would mostly either be in notes or in extra things. It would not be a whole fucking episode. And that's why Gintama and Sorachi are the best, because they will dedicate a whole last chapter or a whole last episode just to say congratulations, a different manga that's currently running. You've been running for 30 years. Can you imagine if any other manga did that? If like in the middle of, let's say, what's a good example? Let's just say in the middle, like, whatever the current chapter of Black Clover is right now, if in the next chapter, like, that comes out, it's just, congratulations to One Piece for being ongoing for 30-something years at this point. How fucking weird would that be? Or if, like, in the middle of Berserk or something, there was just a chapter dedicated to saying, good job, so-and-so manga for airing for this long. Can you fucking imagine? That would be ingenious. I would love it so much. But, yeah. That's pretty much all I had to say about this episode. I'm gonna go watch the next episode, episode 75. Unfortunately, because it's a recap, I did enjoy it a hell of a lot, and I hope you enjoyed watching it with me, and I hope my commentary wasn't super obnoxious. It's weird apologizing for that now, because I've been doing this for pretty much every episode of Gintama, is be, like, weirdly obnoxious while watching it, constantly making jokes and shit, and never not talking. Even though I feel like I've talked less as I've been getting used to doing reactions, I feel like it's definitely still talked pretty frequently during episodes. But either way, again, not much to talk about this episode. Unfortunate, but it was so funny. I loved it. was a great episode. I think it's still, I don't think it'll come close to any like my favorite episodes in terms of comedy, just because a lot of it was just reused. Like episode 72 was pretty much all new, and it was so funny. And I did enjoy the concept of the recap being like the recap episode, but having the voice actors in their character react to it. Like if again, just every recap from now on, please, just make an edit that recaps the past episodes or so up until the point where the story is at in the anime, and tell the voice actors stay in character but say whatever the hell you want. It doesn't even have to, like, you can go slightly off character if you have to, if you want to make a specific funny joke. But I love that because if it started in 2006 and this is the second half of the second year, that means it's halfway through 2007, which, let me go check something real quick. When did the first movie come out? 2010, which, depending on when they started the movie, that might just be accurate. That, who knows if maybe they were actually, the studio was just like testing the waters to see if people legitimately would be excited for a movie version of Benny Zakura, or if that was a legitimate ad, but they were just kind of covering it up as a joke, because that's just Gintama fashion, isn't it? Just to totally mess with people. Not much else to say, except for I'm excited to see whatever this Yagyu arc is. I've actually got a name for it this time. This is the second time I can think of where I've actually gotten the name for an arc before getting into it, because I didn't have a name for the 2-episode Amnesia arc, which is what I'm calling it. I didn't have a name for the Fuyo arc, which I'm pretty sure is what most people call it, but that's what I'm going to call it for the time being. But the only other arc that I can think of that I got the name for was the Benny Zakura arc. Because that was the one that everyone was excited to see me finally get to, because it was like the first serious arc. But now I'm excited for the Yagyu arc, because I'm curious as what the hell that's going to be. Let me look up Yagyu. I'm pretty sure that's a word that means something. I don't know what, but I could have sworn. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Oh wait, Yagyu were a family of daimyos with it is a clan. Home province Yamato. I'm not gonna look too much into it, but I've definitely heard the word Yagyu from somewhere before. Oh, I mean that might be part of it. But I won't say that's exactly it. I've played a little bit of one of the Senran Kagura games. I forget which one. If Steam would open, I could find it, because I own some of the games on Steam, and I've played like none of them. Senran Kagura. It was fuck, go away, Steam. I don't want Monster Hunter Stories 2. It was Shinobi Versus. I played 8 hours of that. And one of the characters named Yagyu. Okay, I mean that's something. But yeah, not much else to say about this, because again, recap episode, which is fine. I still liked it. If you watched all the way to this point, thank you very much. If you like this episode, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload in the future. Thank you once again for watching. Peace.